Right, I just wanted to say that my mic in this is a pain in the ass. It's being hella rattly, so try and bear through it. It's also quite a long video, so keep that in mind and hopefully you enjoy. Thanks.
Hello. So I'm Thomas the Reviewer, and you're here because you read the title. You saw the thumbnail. If I did the thumbnail. And today we're doing the review of Malibu. You see, I've got this slick setup in my mum's. No, shut up. My mum's house. This is my mum's house. Different scenery. I know. You're learning more about me every day. Fun. So, you see, I've actually got a mic now. Got some audio. Yeah, I'm fixing it up a little bit. Never mind.
I wanted to fold up and stop. I didn't want to think anymore. I'm done.
This is not big enough though, is it? Oh, brilliant. Can't see that though, can you? Fuck's sake. Yeah, you know what? I'll accept that. This is going swimmingly. We're here today to talk about this album, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on it. Spoiler, it's fantastic. This is an album from Compton rapper, drummer, singer, songwriter from Compton. I said that. Anderson .Paak is just remarkable, just amazing artist. He's one of my favourite artists out at the moment who is making music currently. He's just amazing. Every time he makes an album, it's just phenomenal. This is one that got me into him fully. I think we all first listened to him on the Compton album by Dr. Dre. There's a few. He was a constant artist, pretty much. It was like the whole album. He was just there, and he was phenomenal. He was amazing in every song. So we looked him up, and this album was here, just waiting for us. My fuck, is it good? I actually had to look up the price for the vinyl for this album, because I just love it. I thought it was going to be like 30 quid. It's not. It's only £20 on a vinyl.
Hey! Wow.
That's amazing. I am actually nerding out about a rapper. Well, saying rapper is actually a bit of an understatement. This man has the biggest amount of soul influence you'll ever see. I put this on in the car and my dad thought I was playing Jamiroquai.
Wow.
Let's talk about the tracks. I can't remember the tracks. That shows how much I like it.
How? Hold on, bro. How?
The first track, The Bird, is like this really simplistic song, but it's so nice, it's so sweet, it's so like endearing to listen to, and it sets up the whole theme of the album pretty well, and I love it. It's a brilliant opener. It's not even my favourite Anderson .Paak, I don't know, opener. It is not my favourite opener from him. My favourite is probably The Chase. Yeah, it's brilliant. This is a lot higher than it seems. I'm talking about an album that I've listened to countless amount of times, but I'm just sat here thinking, what the fuck does that sound like again? I listened to this like yesterday. Oh.
Whoa, what?
I don't have speakers. I just remembered that. Never mind. Hi. So, about 2 hours later, and one coat later, a family argument later, I still have no speakers, apart from the ones on my computer. Budget cuts. I give up the screen. You know what? The screen was a cool idea. Didn't work out. Anyway, first track, The Bird. I've re-listened to it again. It's phenomenal. Like I said, the last bit before the last vocals kick in, like the last couple seconds of the song. Yo. Yeah, it's got like this syncopated sort of rhythmic pattern for the whole track pretty much. That gives it the top edge, and it just sounds phenomenal. I love it. And it also has these horns that are so stand out when they come in. It's so grand when they come in. It's like, oh my god, the layback chorus is so natural of him. And "Bird when the word came to me," and butchering it, but I don't care. It's my review. Track 2 just comes in with a fucking bang. Yeah. This sort of this weird drum solo. The sort of chorus, champagne falling down, and then it's just the drums going mental. These like really cool, like weird chords on the piano, on the electric piano. It's just amazing. It's so iconic, and I absolutely adore it. Anderson Paak, throughout this whole album, just brings this energy that is just unmatched by so many different artists, and the fact that he just brings it so effortlessly all the time is just phenomenal. And it has this sort of 70s swagger about him that is so hard to replicate. It's just about being yourself. You cannot replicate it like artificially. This is the thing about like this sort of genre of music, is to have music that comes naturally from the soul. That's why it's called soul. Like this is what make this sort of feel, this sort of funkadicious.
Really good.
That so many artists have, like Marvin Gaye, Al Green, and people like the Isley Brothers. You know what I mean? Like those sort of people have this sort of feel that not a lot of artists do nowadays, and it's sort of something that you can't really learn. It's sort of hard to learn that, to have that sort of feel. The only thing you can learn is to be yourself and let that inner demon of funk come out, and it's just amazing. It's like if you truly love this genre of music and you'll be able to show it through the music. Track 3 is a bit of one of my lesser favourites from the album. It's still good, I still like it a lot. Like the verses on it are just phenomenal. God, like, it's the way he moves on it. It's just so nice how he rides the instrumental. It's just brilliant. I'm gonna try not to gush over it the whole review, but I think you understand how I'm feeling on that. BJ the Chicago Kid has an amazing voice, and he adds so much to the song, and it fits that sort of genre as well, that sort of soul influence, and it brings a lot of life to the song. I like it a lot. I think the only thing that's down for me is instrumental. It doesn't really catch my ear as much as the other songs do. It doesn't really drag me in, but saying that, it's well produced. I think the production, this whole album, is consistent, and the style of it is so consistent as well. Kinda. But we'll get to that. Coming to the 4th track, The Season, Carry Me. I really hate how I have to read the text, because I should remember this, but I can't.
Stupid.
This song is probably the most listened to I've heard, like one I came back to the most out of all of these. To be fair, in every part of my life, I've probably come back to individually one of these songs over and over again, because I love this album so much. But this track in particular, I think I've played the most. I think what catches my ear the most is the beat switch in between, where it goes, well not beat switch, where it just changes song pretty much, where it goes into The Season, into Carry Me, and it just catches my ear so much. I'm taking my coat off now. Wow, it is hot. You know, I don't even have to listen to this track, because I think actually this might be my most listened to track. But this track is just phenomenal. I love this track so much. I think I have played this so much because one time when I was in a relationship, and every time I got into an argument, I'd be really petty, and I would play this song because I'm a cunt, and I'd be like, "You must be what you put me through." How the piano and the drums are sort of bounce off each other, it's just phenomenal. And then like Anderson Paak's vocals just jump in, and he's screeching out of his vocal cords, screeching his vocal cords out, it's like, "Must be what you put me through." Am I Wrong is a lot of what Venice was, I think, his first album. I think that's his first album. I got no idea. I should probably look that up. No, not Italy. Yeah, debut studio album. From what I've heard, from how little I've heard from that album, this takes a lot of inspiration from that, or it takes that sort of, takes the same sort of style from that album and brings it here. You know, it's his style, and he still has that now, actually. But this song is very much old school Anderson Paak, and it's awesome. It's so funky near the end. It's just with these horns just blaring out, and it's got this guitar, rhythm guitar, it's just sort of doing its own thing, and it's just like, damn, man. It's like Anderson Paak, just like, you don't do your own thing. You know, I'm just gonna lay back. You don't do your thing. I think he's playing drums in this song. It sounds like him, but I'm not 100% sure. He's got this sort of EDM type influence that it's not common at all. It's got this sort of blend with soul and funk and club, I guess. So that's the sort of pad chords. It's good. It's really good. I can't even put into words. It's just good. Take my word on it. I like it. I've got nothing bad to say about it. I feel like this whole review, I'm just dick riding Anderson Paak. It just feels like it. I think I'm going to give the next 3 tracks just a quick summary to it, because I don't want this album to be a year long, and I think it already is. Let's go. So, Without You, featuring Rhapsody. It's a good track with a good verse, and I just don't listen to it often. It's good, but it's not one of my favourites. Parking Lot is like Am I Wrong? It's just not as catchy, or it's not as good, in my opinion. It doesn't have that sort of same bounce to it. It doesn't have that same sort of funk to it, but it's still pretty good. Really infectious hook, and the instrumental is just dreamy, very club-like, like Am I Wrong? It's just, and Parking Lot, it's just brilliant. I love this track. Moving on. Room in Here, featuring The Game, is just an awesome track with these. I think it's a really nice piano sample that just runs throughout the whole track, and it just brings a lot of life into the whole song. And this hook that is just amazing. Baby, there's room in here. Yeah. It's so nice. It's so nice. And it just fits perfectly. It's a good storytelling track about some people just not being able to take the atmosphere of just partying or drugs and stuff like that. Well, that's the main message I got from it anyway. I might get that fucked up, but sometimes I was listening to music for a vibe. I literally have listened to this album so many times, and sometimes I just don't even know what the concept is. I'm thinking, this is just good music. I love The Game's verse in this. Carries the end of the song out just perfectly, and I love it. It's a perfect verse. Waterfall's a bit of a come down after that last track, and it's still very nice. It's a bit more low key, and it's just a lot slower, a lot more darkness. It's nice. It's a nice little interlude. Your Pride is just this song slaps so hard. It is ridiculous. Not Your Pride, Your Prime. Oh my god, that is so embarrassing. The chorus is so dreamy and so like spherical. It's like, let's roll. I don't even know the words, bro. I don't even know the words. I am awful. I am terrible with lyrics. Your Prime is a fantastic song. It is a brilliant song. The verses and the hook or the chorus just are so polar opposite from each other. It's brilliant how Anderson Paak starts the verse like, oh hell no. It's like, yes. He's like, come out to bed with me. Oh, it's like, damn. It's so nice. It is so nice. I think you should notice now, I am the whitest kid you will ever meet. I'm listening to the blackest of music and I'm the whitest of kids. Oh dear, I'm basically hip-hop Twitter. Like, full on. This song is just phenomenal. I love the bass line in it, how it's so funky. And it's got this sort of Chinese sort of aesthetic to it. I think that's just me, but because I watched Iron Fist when I first heard this, that's just all I've got in my head. But it has a sort of karate ninja type vibe to it that I just think is so dope. The hook is simple, works. Silicon Valley, not a lot to say about this, it's just nice. Silicon Valley, the 14th track, is alright. It is actually not my favourite on the track album. It's nice, it's pretty slow. I'm not too fond of the beginning, it's a bit too slow for my liking. It drags on a bit sometimes, so it's not my favourite. But when it hits that sort of chorus part, it's like a huge build on it, just sounds nice. Like, will you fuck me already? Oh god. Celebrate just has this amazing bass line that just carries it throughout the whole track, and it's just an uplifting song. It's so happy. Celebrate while you still can. It's so nice, it's so soulful, and I have said that word so many times in this review, but it's just true. This album is the soul encapsulated in modern day. It is brilliant. It's not even modern day. This album feels like it's been plucked straight from the 70s and just been ripped through time and has been dropped in 2016. Brilliant. It's so good. It is my style completely, and I love it. This album got me into soul and funk altogether. The last track, The Dreamer, is another uplifting track that is a nice little closer. It's sort of just like a good vibe, you're not just being like, enjoy life. It's just nice, it's just lovely, and I can't really say much about it. It's a bit slow at times, but when it kicks in, it really does kick in, and it's just so nice. And the verses from the two guest stars, I don't really know much about at all. Talib, I can't even pronounce the name. I'm not going to try I'm not going to butcher their names, it's rude. But those people are phenomenal. They brilliant. They add in a lot to the song. I'm getting flustered here. I've been recording for 23 minutes, I think. Pain. As a conclusion, this album, if I haven't said it already, is fucking amazing. Please listen to this album. This is the best album to come out of 2016. I don't care about Blonde, I don't care about Life of Pablo. This is it. You need to listen to this album. It is just a collection of the almost soul masterpieces at times, just thrown into an album. A 16-track album running at an hour and 2 minutes. If I had to give this album a rating, I'll give it a 10. Like, I love all of them, with some songs just not being completely perfect. That's fine. Not every song has to be perfect for an album to be a 10 in my case. I just find it phenomenal. There isn't really a single dud on this single album, not really. Every song has a standout moment where I was like, fuck yeah, like absolutely fuck yeah. Like, I can come back to basically every single song for at least a certain part, or at least basically the whole song, because I think it's just a perfect album. Well, perfect to me anyway. You can't get a perfect album. It is basically impossible to look at an album and think, you can't get better than this. And yeah, I know, okay, my first review on this channel, look at my Instagram, is a 10. Yeah.
I'm generous, right? I'm reviewing albums I like, and this is a... You know, I'm not saying it again. I'm like, you know I'm gonna... It's a good album. It's a good album.
So I just recorded a end segment, and I realised that I lost a bit of audio. I'm fine though, because it was only like the last segment. We back. I'm gonna say goodbye. If you enjoyed this video, smash a like, subscribe, maybe even share it with your chums. And yeah, as well, my hat's off. that is. Comment down below, in the comment section below, what albums I should review next. You know, show me a good album. Show me a bad album. I wanna hear it. This is a bad album. I don't really want to hear it, but I'll give it a try, and I'll do a review for you. Thomas out.